In today's world of modern technology, do you really even need a will? Yes, you do, because I hate to lick all the red off your candy, y'all, but you're going to pass. Your day is going to come, and you will be done with this life, and some of y'all will have moved on to heaven, and the rest of y'all will wish you had. But in the meantime, how do you prepare yourself for that day? Well, number one, you need a will. It doesn't matter if you have one kid or 1,000 or zero, some nieces, nephews, a best friend. If you have all the dollars in the world, a huge pile of accounts with stocks and bonds and mutual funds and gold, or if you have zero because you skidded into the grave on empty, any position that your life is left in, you need a will so that you can keep people from having to start from scratch. Now, I'll just point out, somebody's going to be sad when you're gone, I hope. And the last thing you want to do is add to their misery by making them untangle a messy situation with belongings and estates on earth. So that will is going to give the details for how things can be handled, which means number two, should you use ChatGPT to write your will? I'm not a lawyer, so this is not legal advice, but no, stop using ChatGPT for everything, y'all. What you should know is that it could probably create a framework for you, and then you could edit that to your own taste, make sure it's legal for your state, and then most importantly, carry it down to the courthouse and get it recorded. Your will needs to be recorded. If you've handwritten down some beautiful language and left it in your family Bible on the bookshelf, if it was never recorded, you're still leaving a mess for your family, because at least in North Carolina, it's still going to have to go through the probate process, which involves lawyers and time. So if you insist on writing your own will or using ChatGPT, carry it to a lawyer, have them button up the legal language, and then carry it down to the courthouse and get it recorded. This will save your family so many headaches, I can't even express it. Which means the third thing, to avoid those headaches, include the language per stirpes in that will. Now, if you've used a good estate lawyer, they'll know this anyway, but it's a good way to quiz them, ask them what they know about per stirpes. The way I can describe it is this. If you want to break your estate up into two buckets, and one is for Jack and one is for Jane, well, if something happens to Jack before you pass, then the chunk that was for Jack goes to Jack's heirs. And the chunk that was for Jane, if she also has passed, it goes to her heirs, and you don't have to start over. However, if you don't have the language per stirpes, then you left a whole bunch of stuff to Jane, but Jane's gone. Now you're going to have to figure things out. Well, actually, you won't because you're gone, but your will and your heirs, they all have to figure this out after. Messy, messy, messy. Just include the language per stirpes. And the fourth thing you should know is a big old secret. If you live in the greater Charlotte area and you want Lee Brown to handle Mama's house after she's gone, you can put that in the will. You can say, I want Lee Brown to be the realtor to sell the house. How about that? Did you know you could do that? And maybe not just anywhere, but if you need a good realtor anywhere who's well-versed on probate and estate and actually cares about your best outcome, let me know. I got a name for you, because at the end of the day, you're going to be gone, so let's don't leave a mess for everybody else.